Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2020 general reading. This is for the first half of September, September 1st through September 15th, and this is for the fire sign of Sagittarius. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for your continued support of this channel, likes, shares, subscribing, support, feedback, comments, donations, all welcome, all appreciated. Thank you. So this reading is for Sagittarius. That's if Sagittarius is your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign, or if you are cross-watching for a Sagittarian, it's all relevant, although of course being a general reading, it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone in the details and the intensity. But if you know all of your signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus, watch them all. It can give you a better picture of what's going on in your life and kind of help guide you through. If you find that any of the readings do resonate with you and you would like to reach out for a personal reading, just click on the description link below, that little arrow which pulls down information. You'll see my email address there, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Please feel free to email me. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond the same day or the first 24 hours with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I do readings full-time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent at working with your schedule and my schedule to get those readings set up for you as quickly as possible. So email me if you're interested. I would be most happy to hear from you. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what the first half of September 2020 holds for you. We begin with the Seven of Wands, followed by the Five of Wands in reverse. You got it in the reverse. Next we have the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Swords. And from the bottom of the deck, representing overall energy and advice for the first half of September, we have the Strength card. So you're being asked to walk into something that you may have fear or trepidation about, which takes a lot of strength, courage, wisdom, humility, true humility, knowing who we are, who we're not, what we're capable of, what we're not capable of. It takes a lot of strength to do that, to wrestle with your demons, maybe, which is what the lion is symbolic for. And demons can be like your shadow self, meaning, maybe a pattern you have of making poor decisions, or a way that you have of reacting, or, character defects that you don't want to take a look at. But, by doing that, it will help you become a better person, and you gain more strength and courage and wisdom and humility by doing that. So you're being asked to have that, to use that here in the first half of September. To me, this also looks like being diplomatic. It looks like there's a conversation, a meeting, a negotiation, something which needs to happen. You're being asked to have kind of courage about going into it. It may be, Sagittarius, that you inherently try to avoid conflict if possible. You might be kind of conflict avoidant. You're being asked to kind of sit down and have some kind of meeting or conversation, collaboration with a person or even a small group of people, and being kind of diplomatic about it, because we have the Seven of Swords here, which is a card about holding fast to what you believe in, defending what you believe in or what you've put so much work into, but not in an aggressive way. He's not challenging, he's just standing there and kind of protecting and guarding that which he has put a lot of effort into. So standing your ground. However, accompanying that Seven of Wands is the Five of Wands in reverse. You're being asked to do it in a certain way. Stand up and stand by for what you believe in, or whatever this is centered around. But don't make it into a big argument and fight. In the upright position, the Five of Wands is conflict. It's not really serious conflict. I mean, they're sparring with each other, but they're using practice weapons. Nobody's out to kill each other, but everyone wants to win. Everybody wants to have the last word. Everybody wants to win. And nobody is willing to elevate or compromise, negotiate, collaborate, and so it just goes on and on and on and on. No winner, no loser, no clear solution. You're being asked not to do that. So it feels more like whatever this, I want to say confrontation, but that makes it sound kind of intimidating. Whatever this conversation or meeting, needs to happen, you're being asked to stand up for what you firmly believe in, but not make it a big argument and everybody trying to one up and have the last word and to win, you know. Sort of arguing without arguing, if that makes sense. You're being asked not to, because the Five of Wands in the upright can be rather petty, you know, arguing about things which aren't even all that important, but you've gotten stuck on, so it's just the same old thing over and over again. You're being asked not to do that. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is actually right next to the Seven of Wands. So the Three of Pentacles is about compromise, negotiation, collaboration. It's about you and another person or a small group of people kind of coming together, and you both or you all agree on some outcome, like something that needs to be accomplished or achieved. You might disagree on how that needs to happen, so everybody kind of comes to the table and with their own experience and ideas and working it out, figuring out what's important and what's not important, what you can compromise on is key. So it's kind of the art of diplomacy here, because there's been some kind of pain here. The Three of Swords. It might be a third-party situation. It can represent heartache, heartbreak, disappointment, emotional pain of some kind or other. So you're being asked to, Sagittarius, enter into some kind of conversation is what it's ultimately going to consist of. Some kind of meeting or conversation where this is not meant to be an argument. It's meant to go, okay, there's been some kind of emotional pain and conflict, maybe the same fight over and over again in the past. You're going to have an opportunity to kind of do it a little different in the first half of September. Yes, stand by what you believe in and what you feel is most important, but be willing to compromise and negotiate on the rest, because this is all about collaboration and having the courage to kind of face this head on and do it without it descending into the same old fight or everybody needing to win, really listening to each other to kind of overcome whatever this emotional pain or issue is in the past. You do have 2 3s, so it might have been some kind of third-party situation. A third-party situation doesn't necessarily mean cheating in a romantic relationship. It can represent a third party or another outside situation or something that's interfering with a primary relationship or partnership of some kind. So let's clarify this Three of Swords. The Two of Cups. Soulmate, kindred spirits, best friend, could be lovers, could be a combination of both. So it's definitely about a partnership of some kind. It might be romantic, it might be work, it might be best friends, it might be somebody in your family system. But even, you know, there's a karmic connection with the Two of Cups. Even if you think you don't like each other, you don't like this person, sometimes they can be a mirror for us. To help us become better people, sometimes by mirroring our own character defects and thereby bringing them to the surface. Sometimes that's what that karmic connection is about. Even, you know, this represents a partnership where you guys know each other, you get each other, there's that karmic connection there. So it is about a relationship or a partnership, but the nature of that relationship, because this is a general reading, may vary. So what are you being asked to have the strength to do other than face the situation and try and stand by what you believe in, but also try and be diplomatic, because that's what compromise and negotiation is about. You give a little, they give a little, you know, and that's how resolution can be achieved. So what else are you being asked to do here? Advice and guidance for how Sagittarius can best navigate through this for the first half of September. The Knight of Cups and the Five of Cups. So on a simplistic level, this could be offering up an apology with love, being completely emotionally open and vulnerable, offering up an apology, talking about what was lost, maybe poor decisions or whatever the source of the emotional pain was, acknowledging that, but also acknowledging with the two full upright cups in the background, acknowledging that there is still beautiful things in this relationship, partnership, connection, that can be salvaged, that are still there in spite of the loss. Can be a card of loss, of grief, of regret, but it's this is what Spirit is giving us for advice, is the Knight of Cups clarified by the Five of Cups. So this would be an apology and an open, honest, because the Knight of Cups is emotionally open. He charges forward and he just kind of bares his heart, offering love, support, encouragement. So this could be twofold for both of you. And in a situation where a relationship or partnership has been strained or broken somehow, it's always two ways typically. So this can be both about your offering up an apology and saying, I'm sorry I did this. This is what happened. This was what was behind it. And it's also, and being very open about that, but it's also being very open about receiving that as well. Honestly, this looks like some kind of relationship or partnership which, something went south. Maybe there was all this fights or arguments. Somebody was hurt. There might have been a third person or just another situation that was interfering or intervening. Both of you probably did things that you regret. This is the time to come together to talk about those regrets, to stand up for what you do believe, was right or that you did, but also offer up, apologies and regret for, maybe how you handle things and vice versa, and being kind of open to that. This looks like a kind of the opportunity for a resolution between two parties or even a small group of people, and everybody being kind of honest and saying, look, this is what I did, this is what I didn't do, this is where I stand, and kind of an exchange. It's like a diplomatic resolvement or resolution of a situation in a relationship or a partnership, because there's definitely, it looks like this, Spirit is saying this partnership is worth salvaging. Number one, you've got that soulmate karmic connection, and even though there has been some hurt, some loss perhaps, you still have those two goblets upright and full. So you're being asked to open yourself up to receiving conversation, apologies, collaboration, working things out, and to offer that as well. So quite a lovely reading, really. So Sagittarius, that is your reading for the first half of September. I hope that you found it useful. If you did, if any of the videos resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, again, just click on that description link. Feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the September 2020 mid-month readings. Until then, stay safe and well, be blessed, and I hope to see you back here again soon.